This was a fun and exciting week for the Saitama Wolfpack family. Need I say, maybe even a few things for the record books. We'll get into what exactly transpired this week, coming up right after this. How's it going, family? Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started with everything, let me remind you to go ahead and smash the like button. It really helps YouTube to spread the word about this channel. And last but not least, be so kind. Subscribe to this channel, guys. I promise you, you will love that you've done so. All right, guys, let's get into this. So, as many of you are aware, this week was probably the most epic, I repeat, the most epic week for Saitama in its existence. This week, we warned you guys, this week was going to be full of those bombs, those bombs that the developers love to drop all over for the Saitama Wolfpack family. Yes, this week did not disappoint. Let's jump right into this, guys. As you know, guys, we started off with the balloon fiesta that was held in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And that balloon fiesta was celebrating, I believe, the 50th anniversary of that event occurring there. Now, that balloon fiesta had all eyes on all of the balloons there, but particularly Saitama, because Saitama was there flying high up in the sky. And they were one of the sponsors or one of the big participants there at this event. And because of that, this event drew, from my sources, what they're telling me, over a million plus spectators there. You had the news media outlets, you had the press there, you had other people that were there just to look at the balloons. And I'm pretty sure Saitama was able to spread the good news. I'm going to call Saitama the good news, guys. They were able to spread the good news about Saitama and what Saitama could do for you and your family in generations to come. Now, let's take a look at this, guys. So, we're not going to dive into detail specifically on everything because we got separate videos covering this balloon fiesta. We got separate videos covering that Dubai Expo, the Crypto Expo that was held in Dubai, and we have videos talking about all of the surprise utilities that were announced at that expo. Now, if we go back and turn our attention to this balloon fiesta, we can see that, hey, Saitama sent out a tweet. They talked about 1+ million of people attending there. And we can see this is the balloon here showing you the balloon that was flying high in the sky in the heavens over New Mexico here, showing and advertising Saitama, specifically the Saita Pro app, which is crypto for everyone, guys. And then we can see here some more photos here that were released from Saitama showing you the event. It was really fun from what I'm hearing. But you see pictures taken there of the Saitama Wolfpack family and all of the other balloons that were in the background there. And you see an up close and personal picture here of the balloon. Very nice color scheme, complements the logo very nicely. And then last but not least, we saw this picture here showing you the wrap that was on this truck, guys. Look at the rims on that thing. And then we could see that it was two-sided. Here, this side, on the left side of the car, or the truck for that matter, advertised the SaitaRealty project. And then on the other side, we can see that it was SaitaRealty as well, but it also talked about Saitama on some other sides of that picture there of that particular vehicle. Now, one of the other things that came out was a surprise announcement of both. It was a dual listing, guys. I believe. Let's see. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section, but I do believe this is the first time that we've seen what's called a dual listing for two tokens in the ecosystem of Saitama being listed on a centralized exchange at once. So Saitama and SaitaRealty were both listed on this centralized exchange called Deepcoin. There was an announcement that came out back on October 4th, guys, that simply said, big news, on October 12th, 2022, look out for the listing of two new incredible tokens at Deepcoin. We Are Saitama is partnering with us. Stay tuned for a week of amazing promotions. And you can see here that they announced that Saitama and SaitaRealty will be listed on Deepcoin. Now, we did a video about this where we dived in and we dove into Deepcoin and why this is an important listing for the Saitama community, and not just Saitama, but for also SaitaRealty as well. Deepcoin, at the time of the recording back then, a few days ago when we released this news, they had the fourth largest trading volume out of all centralized exchanges. Fourth largest volume, highest volume, guys. That's amazing. So that centralized exchange would definitely play a good momentous movement for the Saitama community. Now, catch my breath here because I'm saying a lot. We move on to the Crypto Expo that was held in Dubai. Now, that Dubai Expo was held from October 5th through the 6th. So it just wrapped up not too long ago. But guys, Saitama did not disappoint. Saitama dropped its first bomb on the very first day of the Crypto Expo Dubai, or the Crypto Dubai, or the Crypto Expo in Dubai. Guys, that is such a tongue twister, but we got through it. And here we found out that Saitama had something up its sleeves a long time. They introduced us in the world to what's called Saita Logistics. Essentially, this is going to be a new utility coming exclusively to Saita Pro, and it's the first of its kind in the crypto industry. It essentially would be a peer-to-peer system designed to handle any type of shipping logistics. Now, if we break this down, we can see it handles anything from small package shipments to container-sized cargoes, from local carrier to complex global logistics through land, air, and sea. And we did a separate video on this utility, guys, because when this news broke, you know what we did. We did what we do best here at the Crypto Stream. We came to you guys shortly thereafter with that breaking news. And we did a video breaking that down, breaking this new utility down, and what it would mean for the go-to-market strategy for Saitama, and what it means for changing the landscape of the crypto industry in general. We drew some comparisons between this Saita Logistics, this concept here, to Amazon FBA, to make applications to show you guys why this is such a big deal now, and why it would be a big deal for all of crypto going forward. Now, right after that announcement came out, day two, another announcement came out. And guess what? Saitama did it again, guys. Saitama took home the award for the most transparent crypto project in the crypto space. How about that? So this is year number two. How long has Saitama been existing now? Almost 2 years. Guess what, guys? Saitama has run this award every year. It has been in existence, guys. How about that? And we see some pictures here celebrating this momentous occasion and this accolade for the Saitama Wolfpack community. We won again, most transparent project for the second time in 2022. And we can see here some more photos of the development team. We got Namtran, Gabriel Klein, and all those folks, Crypto Alert there. And we're showing, hey, Saitama booth number one titanium sponsor. And what they're saying here, which is what's coincidence about this picture, is Saitama will soon be number one, a force to be reckoned with, and they had booth number one at the Crypto Expo in Dubai. How about that? And so then we see where the announcement was made. This was a picture of that announcement being made, awarding the most transparent project to none other than our beloved Saitama. All right. And then we wrapped it up with another picture here with everybody holding up the wolf sign right in front of their booth there for Saitama. Now, as we take a break for a second, catch my breath, we move on to the last utility. It was a surprise utility, but it was the last utility announced at the Dubai Expo on day number two. This was another one of those surprise bombs that were dropped for you that I promised would be dropped. I didn't say this was going to come out, but I promised you we would be in awe at all of the bombs that were going to be dropped. And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to this bomb. It's called the DAO model for SaitaRealty. And this is a new utility for the Saitama token. With the introduction of the DAO model for SaitaRealty, Saitama will be needed to trade NFTs inside a city, which is the metaverse for Saitama. Tokens resulting from NFT sales will be kept in a reserve wallet, which means that you are not causing the price to drop or plummet when you transact with the token of Saitama for this purpose. The more engagement, the more Saitama becomes stable. And so we did in another video prior to this, when we kind of dove into details on what is a DAO, why this is important for the Saitama ecosystem, things of that nature, to educate you in these crypto streets, guys. That's why if you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel with your notification bells turned on because you will be a savvy investor at the end of the day after watching our videos that we put out. Guys, whew, this was a fun-filled week in review as we look back, and I will venture to say that this is probably the most epic week of Saitama's history. Guys, there you have it. That is a recap of all that transpired this week for the Saitama Wolfpack family. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Crypto Stream. We will talk to you guys when news breaks, which I believe will be real soon.